Hey, welcome back to the Tango Simplified Learning Series. This month in my online musicality program, we are focusing on Francisco Canaro and the style of Guardia Vieja. Guardia Vieja's style music in general tends to be very grounded and earthy. It doesn't have a lot of drama going on. For some people, it actually sounds kind of boring. But in order to appreciate this kind of music, you have to sort of change something internally in your body. You have to change how you actually move rather than what you do in terms of movement. Most of the time when we dance to music that's more complex, we have a lot of tone in the body. But dancing to Canaro music, you really have to learn to chill. And it's harder than it sounds because it's actually really easy to go fast. It's much harder to move slowly with control. So we have to learn how to drop our tone deep inside, all over the body, without becoming too relaxed and too passive. Imagine going up a hill as fast as possible and think about the amount of tension that you have to have in your body. And think about at your core, close to your spine, how much all of your muscles had to really engage to power you up the hill. And now, remember the sensation of going downhill. There's this feeling in your body that you have to relax to a certain degree, because if you don't, you're going to go too fast. And when we're talking about dancing to Guardia Vieja, I want to make a parallel to this sensation of going downhill. How do you actually convey that quality to your partner? And how do you distinguish that pulse from the pulse of, for example, D'Arienzo from the Milonguero style? Even at the level of you choosing your tone, it's an embellishing. It's something that you're saying, I choose to do this side step differently from other side steps. And the moment you have that decision, you've embellished, you've stylized, you've created something specific in that moment that you chose. And that's really what dancing tango is all about. You want to allow yourself to harness gravity and use it to your advantage. So instead of thinking about just transferring your weight side to side and taking a step, if I want to emphasize a sensation of Guardia Vieja, I'm going to tap into the idea of falling into my step a little bit more. So here, what I allow is first for my hips to just slightly begin to move, and then my body follows it. And so you are a little bit falling forward and back, side, but it's not to the point where you're losing control. It's your choice to allow gravity to take you to that place. So let's finish by giving you a very practical exercise. You have a playlist link on Spotify for Canaro. So I'd love for you to choose a song that has a very strong beat. And we're just going to practice walking in Marcato in 2 and Marcato in 4, which is the slow beat and the quick. You can walk in place, you can walk around in your room in a line of dance. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter how you end up walking, but what you want to practice is this sensation that you're allowing yourself to slightly fall into your steps. Now, the trick with dancing with Guardia Vieja, especially, is that no matter what you do with your feet, no matter how you choose to exercise the rhythm, you should feel chill. There should be no sweat going down your forehead. It should be a very relaxed feeling. So let me show you an example of this so that you have a reference, and I'll see you in a moment.
Tus luces de plata, la luna volcaba, la noche brindaba su bello esplendor, y allá en el suburbio, al pie de una reja, vibraba la queja de un tierno amador. Gimió la guitarra en tanto que el viento llevaba el lamento de un canto de amor, y la muchachita llena de alborozo lloraba de gozo junto a su canto.
All right, so now you kind of have a sense of what I'm talking about. You see my own stylization that I choose to do, that I like to do. I like to feel this sort of falling sensation. You might play with that. You might come up with something else. The point is just to connect with the intention and the texture of the music. So I invite you to do something similar. You can take the same song from the playlist that I danced to in the video, or you can pick another song and just play with it on your own and see what happens. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you've made it this far in the video, I suggest you subscribe. I post a new lesson every Saturday, and I'll see you at the next one. Ciao.